Welcome to a new season with a new set of the Navigating Your Life show. Tonight we're going to be discussing ways to navigate through the medical maze. There's a lot to understand, from how to choose the right insurance carrier to how to choose the right physician. To help us, we had the opportunity to visit with the Lehigh Valley Health Network with Dr. Debbie Salas-Lopez, who's the chair of the Department of Medicine, to discuss changes in healthcare. And here's what unfolded. So thank you, Dr. Debbie Salas-Lopez, for joining us.
It's nice to meet you.
We wanted to talk with you as we're trying to help people understand how to navigate the medical maze. We wanted to talk about healthcare reform. So could you highlight some of the changes that people can expect once that goes into effect?
Sure. So one of the things that healthcare reform does, I believe, for our community is to provide access to care. We will have approximately 32 million people newly insured who will have access to health care who didn't have access before.
So these people are uninsured now.
That is correct.
And they'll be entitled to be insured.
That is correct.
And is there a date that has been set for their entrance?
The projected date is 2013 for this, but as you know, it can be a moving target.
And we're now going to be talking with Michelle Golia of United Healthcare. She's the Director of Small Business Sales. So welcome, Michelle.
Thank you.
Good.
This time of year, employers hold their open enrollment sessions. And I think I just want to take a minute to define open enrollment and why it's so important to employees. They really need to pay attention to the benefits that are being offered to them, because at open enrollment, you're making your benefit selections for the entire plan year. It's a great opportunity for the employees to add dependents, delete dependents, make a new plan selection if there's one being offered, and then to navigate through. Do I want an HMO for me and my family? Is a PPO better?
So it's like a window that is opened up once a year for you to decide which plan you want to be in.
Absolutely.
And then a lot of plans, that's the only window. So if you miss the window, you have to wait for the next year.
That's right.
So we're back with Mike Donio, who's the program manager for the Lehigh Valley Business Coalition for Healthcare. So welcome, Mike.
Thank you, Nat. My pleasure to be joining you and your viewers this evening.
Thanks so much. What are some of the suggestions you give for a person choosing a primary?
Well, I sort of have to go to the end to work back. And I think one of the things that you need to do as a consumer is, what is your insurance coverage? Who is in your plan? You want to pick a physician who's in your network. So that's a good place to start. Then you'll probably get a booklet that lists all the different participating providers. And if you're looking for primary care, you can start asking some of your friends, some of your neighbors. You can even call some of the hospitals because they have physician referrals. So you start getting a list of practitioners. Then one thing we used to recommend when I was with a consumer group is that you have a get acquainted visit. Where you call the physician.
No agenda.
No
just
agenda.
Coming in to say hello.
Just come in to say hello.
Now just stop for a second.
Yes.
How many doctor's offices are going to make time in the schedule for a person that's going to just call up and say, I have nothing wrong with me, I just want to come in and say hello?
Well, what you do is you explain that you are choosing a new primary care physician, and you would just like a few minutes of the doctor's time to discuss, what your concerns are about how you are interacting, because in a very essential aspect of healthcare is that you and your provider are really partners. And the better partnership you have, the more communication, the better care you're going to get.